Welcome to the deep dive, where we get you truly informed, fast. Ever notice how often maybe someone asks you something simple, like what you want for dinner, or something big, like your dreams, and your first reaction, almost automatic, is, I don't know.
Happens all the time, doesn't it?
It really does. It feels so normal, maybe even polite. But what if, and this is what we're diving into today, what if that phrase is actually, well, kind of a roadblock, a barrier to getting what you really want in life?
Yeah, a silent saboteur, you could say.
Exactly. So today we're looking at the huge impact of, I don't know, especially when it comes to manifestation. We want to figure out why it's sometimes called a manifestation destroyer.
hmm
And crucially, what can we say instead? What helps us get clear and actually line up with our goals?
And we're drawing these insights from Hector Jesus Aaron Kibia's work. He's a globally known manifestation coach. His whole thing is about helping people become, conscious, powerful creators of their own lives. And this I don't know idea is a fascinating piece of it.
It really is. So let's dig in. Why is this phrase, which seems so harmless, actually considered so destructive for manifesting? And what are the powerful shifts we can make?
Okay, let's start there.
So Aaron Sibia calls, I don't know, one of three words that will destroy your manifestation. That sounds pretty dramatic, right? For such a common phrase.
It does sound dramatic, but there's a specific reason from an energetic standpoint.
Okay, what's the core issue then?
Well, the idea is every time you say, I don't know,
Hmm.
you're not just like pausing a decision. You're sending out a fragmented signal.
Fragmented, like unclear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Think of it like tuning a radio. If you keep jiggling the dial, you just get static, right? You don't get a clear station.
Right, okay.
I don't know, is like that static. Your intention gets fuzzy, fragmented. And so naturally, the results you get back are also fragmented, unclear, muddled.
That static analogy really clicks. So it's not just about being undecided in that moment.
No, it goes deeper.
Why does that static lead to mixed results, as the source puts it? What's happening on, like, an energetic level?
Okay, so saying I don't know repeatedly isn't just saying you're unsure right now. When it's a habit, you're essentially declaring confusion as part of your identity.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And manifestation, the process of bringing things into your reality, it doesn't really respond well to confusion. It responds to clarity. It responds to boldness, certainty, clear intention.
So confusion is like sending out a weak signal.
Or worse, Aaron Tibia calls it energetic static.
Yeah.
Think about how often people say things like, I don't know if I'm ready for that, or I don't know if I could actually do it.
Or even, I don't know what I want. That's a big
It's
one.
huge. Or I don't know how it's going to happen. Or I don't know if this manifestation stuff is even working for me.
Right.
Each one of those, according to this perspective, sends your desires into this kind of energetic limbo. They just hang there, undefined. Because, and this is key, you don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you believe. So if you consistently broadcast a belief that you're unclear, that you don't know, well, the universe just reflects that uncertainty right back at you, like an echo.
That's a really powerful way to think about it. And then the source says something really striking. You're not confused, you're conditioned.
Yes. That's a major reframe, isn't it?
It totally is. It shifts the blame almost. It suggests it's not some inherent flaw, but something learned.
Precisely. It asks us why we default to I don't know.
Yeah.
And Aaron Sibia's take is that we weren't born this way. Little kids usually know exactly what they want, right, often, very loudly.
Too true.
But over time, we're taught to doubt ourselves. We learn to ask for permission, wait for other people's opinions, analyze everything to death, second-guess our gut feeling.
So confusion becomes a habit.
Exactly, a conditioned response. And importantly, it lives mostly in the subconscious mind.
Okay, and because it's subconscious.
You can't just use willpower or simple positive affirmations to fix it. It's too ingrained. You need something that gets to that deeper level.
Which leads to the next question. If it's a conditioned habit in the subconscious, how do we actually break free? What can we do about it?
Right, and this is where Aaron Sibia introduces the idea of the pattern interrupt.
Pattern interrupt. Okay, what is that exactly?
It's a technique, often very simple, that you use in the moment you catch yourself falling into that old pattern, that limiting belief, like saying, I don't know.
Do you catch yourself thinking it or saying it?
Yes. And you do something, physically or mentally, to break the loop, to snap yourself out of that autopilot response.
Like what? Can you give an example?
Sure. So you notice the thought, I don't know what to do. The pattern interrupt could be, say, clapping your hands sharply, or maybe mentally shouting, stop pee. And then, crucially, you immediately replace it with a chosen thought or statement, like,
Mhm.
I'm deciding now, or Clarity is coming to me.
Ah, I see. So it jolts you out of the old habit and gives you a chance to choose a different response.
Exactly. It reclaims your power in that moment. It's about choosing to create your future instead of just repeating the past conditioning. Aaron Sibia apparently details this a lot in his book, The Easiest Way to Riches, calling it like a field manual for using these interrupts to reprogram the subconscious.
Okay.
It teaches how to cache those thoughts, use the interrupts to override fear or hesitation, and really break that identity of being confused, stepping into clarity instead.
That feels really practical, actually. More active than just hoping you'll stop saying it.
Definitely. It's about intervening.
And this connects to another powerful idea from the source. You actually do know, even after all this conditioning.
Yes, that's the empowering truth underneath it all.
But if it's buried under fear and conditioning, how do we, dig it out? How do we start hearing that inner knowing again?
Well, the source suggests it's still there. It's just muffled,
Yeah.
covered up by all the noise, external opinions, fear, the habit of waiting for someone else to tell you what to do.
So it's like a quiet voice?
Often, yes. It might be that little nudge you feel towards something, or an idea that keeps popping back into your head when you haven't acted on yet, or just that subtle sense of alignment, that pull, when you really let yourself imagine the life you want.
Hmm.
The key is to start consciously tuning in. Pay attention to those subtle signals. The more you listen, the more you value that inner voice, the louder and clearer it actually becomes.
It's like strengthening a muscle then.
Kind of, yeah. Strengthening your connection to your own inner guidance system.
And speaking of strengthening things, the source really emphasizes language. When you change your words, you change your world.
Absolutely. Language is seen as incredibly creative, like casting spells, almost.
So what are some practical swaps? What should we actually say instead of, I don't know?
Okay, here are a few powerful alternatives Aaron Sibia suggests. Instead of I don't know, you could say, I'm deciding.
I'm deciding. I like that. It feels active.
Right, or I'm tuning in. This acknowledges you don't have the answer yet, but you're actively listening for it. Another one, I'm creating clarity now. That's a really strong declaration.
Yeah, it feels intentional.
And maybe the deepest one. The answer is within me, and I'm listening.
That really taps into that inner knowing idea we just talked about.
Exactly. Using these phrases isn't just playing with words. It's consciously choosing to broadcast a different energy. You're signaling decisiveness, openness to guidance, and alignment with your own power. You're literally shifting your frequency to one where the answers can actually come through, where manifestation happens more easily.
So it's about deliberately choosing the energy of clarity, even if you don't have all the specifics figured out yet?
Precisely. That brings us to the idea that clarity is magnetic.
Magnetic. How so?
The universe, in this view, doesn't need your whole life plan mapped out in excruciating detail. It doesn't always need the how.
Okay.
But it does respond strongly to what Aaron Tibia calls certainty of energy.
Certainty of energy. Not necessarily certainty of outcome, but certainty in your state of being.
You got it. Like setting a destination in your GPS, you need to be clear on where you're going, even if you don't know every single turn. When you choose to believe that you know, or that you can know, or that you're receiving clarity, even if it's just a feeling, a direction you shift into alignment.
And alignment is the goal.
Alignment is described as the master key, because you don't manifest just through effort, through pushing. You manifest through your frequency.
And clarity is a high frequency.
One of the highest, most magnetic frequencies you can embody. It draws solutions, opportunities, and the manifestations themselves to you.
Wow. Okay, so wrapping this up for everyone listening, the big takeaway here seems to be that this little phrase, I don't know, packs a bigger punch than we think.
It can create serious energetic static.
Right, potentially keeping what you want stuck in limbo. But the good news is we can change it.
Absolutely. By changing our language, using things like pattern interrupts, and consciously deciding to tune into that inner knowing.
We can cultivate powerful clarity. And that clarity is key to easier manifestation.
Exactly. And that leaves us with a really potent question from the source to chew on. So what will you speak into being today? What are you ready to stop pretending you don't know about?
Ooh, that's a good one.
The invitation is to just declare it, claim it, speak it out.
Yeah.
Because the idea is the moment you do that with clarity and intention, the universe shifts from waiting with you to delivering to you.
Powerful stuff. And hopefully another aha moment delivered quickly, helping you get genuinely informed without wasting your time. Thanks for diving deep with us today.